Avatar: The Last Airbender animated movie is titled Lost Realm for now. I do think this is probably a placeholder title. I don't think it's actually going to be titled Lost Realm, but I do think there is reason to suspect that it also might be. We'll talk about it in a second. So yeah, this is Aang: The Last Airbender was the final title. I didn't think so either because this is the series finale title, and this would have been like undermining the series finale. This comes from a copyright filing, so this is like not something that is up for debate, right? Like this is 100% set in stone, no two ways about it. The interesting thing here, though, the very, very interesting thing here, if you're paying extra close attention, you might notice a little name at the end here, Steven Yeun. Now, who is Steven Yeun? Glenn. And Invincible. But he is also Avatar 1, right? And that's the interesting thing here. Because if it lists Avatar 1 and the movie is titled Lost Realm, I do think that there could be some kind of weird spirit shenanigans of sort of going back into the past and exploring the past avatars and something like that. Because when I saw this titled Lost Realm, I basically took nothing from it. I thought it was just a placeholder and that's it. But if Avatar 1 is supposed to be in this, then I don't know. I do think there's a chance that we might get something with 1. Netflix or Paramount. This is going to be in cinemas. This is not going to be on streaming. It's going to be in cinemas. I do think that this projected date of because right now it's listed for January of 2026, right? But as we talked about before, January is considered like a dump month for movies. What that means is basically they're going to put out movies they know will fail, and it's like they just throw it away essentially. I do think it's not going to be released in 2026, not 2026, but January. I think it's probably going to be pushed back. Otherwise, it doesn't really make much sense because spending is down. Spending is down in all of entertainment in January, like across the board. That's why like everything super big usually releases around fall time and winter time. That's when like spending is the highest for this kind of stuff. January, February, those are like the months where nothing happens, essentially. I think that is less so the case with streaming, but with cinemas that is especially true. But yeah, that's a very, very tiny update on the Avatar movie. I still don't know what really to expect from it. Because I'm obviously incredibly excited for it, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Like, a lot of the Avatar canon is very, like, messy now. And I think they're gonna have to retcon a bunch of stuff, like, inevitably to make it even make sense. But we'll see. I'm excited. I'll watch anything, I'm not gonna lie. Recasting the VAs for the gang. I'm making a video on that. I mean, I'm not really bothered by them recasting the VAs, because a lot of them really... Like, a lot of them have moved on to other things, and, like, getting... Like, with these things, it's usually, like, you either get absolutely everyone, or you should just swap out everyone, right? I watched a series way back in the day. This is from, like, when I was a wee young lad, right? I'll give you an actual example. Huntik, right here. This was a goofy little anime series. It wasn't really anime series. I think it aired on, like, Jetix. And the main dude... what was his name? Is something with L... Locke. There we go. So, as you can see right here, it's 26 episodes and 22 episodes. But as you see with the rest of the main characters, all of them are 52, right? So the rest of them were the same voice actors, but only this guy was swapped out. I cannot watch the show. Whenever I rewatch it, I'm just like, oh, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And I know it's just a different voice actor. But something immediately feels off because everything else is the same and something isn't. And I do think, like, I am very, very happy that they got Dante Bosco back for Zuko, but they're recasting everyone else. And I think that might seem odd. I'm not sure, but I think mixing new characters with like old, not characters, but like voice actors, mixing new voice actors with old voice actors can be quite confusing. Generally, though, like, it's been so long since the original series, I'm totally fine with them recasting everyone if they want to. I don't really, like fall on either side of the argument. If they want to recast them, sure, why not? If it's like a practical thing, if they want to do something else, I don't really care. Because a lot has changed since the original series, right? This isn't like we're gonna recast between seasons. It's been literally 2 decades. A lot of the OGs like are still in the community and everything, and I'm sure some of them would like to return. But needless recasting is annoying. Yeah, but in this case, I don't think it's really needless, right? I don't know if they could get everyone. And I think the worst case scenario would be that they get like 50-50. Where like some of them are the same, but some of them are different. I think it would always have that sense of uncanny. Like something would just feel off, right? And it's the same thing we're talking about the Wit remake of One Piece. A lot of people want there to be the old VAs, right? Whereas I don't really think so. I think it would be... I think the old VAs like are an obvious W, right? Like if they could just get everyone from the old VAs, everyone would like it. It's just the easiest W of all time. But considering they're going to be changing the entire thing, it's kind of like, you kind of need new VAs, I think. I don't know, like at the end of the day, it's all going to depend on what the final thing is, right?